welcome to Rolling with Nia. And today I'm doing a story time about my first pet that passed away. Moment of silence for Kenya. Okay, so I was so excited. I got this pet from this pet store, Appalachian Parkway. I can't remember the name of it, but they were selling these hamsters. It was like buy one get one free or something like that. We got two. I got one, and my sister got one, and we named them Kenya and Mel, because my name was Kania. Well, my name is Kania, and her name is Malavian, but Mel was short for Malavian. So anywho, we got them or whatever, and they was bad. They used to when we first got them, I don't think they wanted to come home with us because they bit holes in the bottom of the boxes, and then they got out in the car, and we had to find them. But eventually we got them, and we put them back in the box, and we took them home. So shortly after, a couple weeks had went by, they got really mean and vicious. They didn't want us holding them. So I was cool with that, whatever. So we would put it in a little hamster ball. And then when we put it in the hamster ball, it would just roll around on the floor. And then I was able to pick it up while it was in the ball. But what fun is that if you can't really play with it, right? So, I just got this bright idea one day that I would play with it. I didn't take it out of the ball. I left it in the ball, and my grandma happened to be ironing clothes, and she left the ironing board up, and she was just ironing, and she took her shirt off, and she walked away to the bathroom. So I figured, let's experiment, right? So, little old 7-year-old me wanted to experiment. Cool. Okay, so I sat the hamster ball up there, and I was like, right? And I sat him on the end, and then he was just paddling, and then he bloop, he rolled off on the side. So you know me, I'm like, keep rolling, Kenya, keep rolling. But he didn't keep rolling. He was just stuck there, laid over on his back, twitching, like that right there. And I was like, oh man. So I went over and I picked up the ball, and then I'm like, what's wrong with the hamster? And I took him out, and I was just holding him, and he was just twitching, really bad. And while he was twitching, I took him to my grandma. I was like, Granny, what's wrong with Kenya? And she was like, what'd you do to him? And I was like, he fell off the ironing board. The ironing board was really high. It was like this tall. And my ground is way down there, the ground floor. So yeah, it was late too. It was 9 o'clock, and we couldn't take her to the vet. So she twitched. It was Sunday, and she twitched until the next day. I think it was Chris. I cannot remember, but I know it was something, and the vet wasn't open. So yeah, and then she finally came back to himself. I mean, he really wanted to eat and all that stuff, but I didn't think it was anything wrong. I'm 7. I just want to play with the hamster again. So turns out the hamster had broke his spine, which wasn't good at all. I didn't really care at all. I'm like, dude, you need to get up. You need to go back to rolling in the ball. You need to do everything you used to do. He didn't do it. So my mom placed the cage higher. I got in trouble, all that good stuff. Whatever. I ain't care about that either. I just want to play with the hamster, like I said. So she placed him up really high on the wall to where I couldn't get him, and I had to get a ladder to get him down. Just a little small steps to a ladder, nothing no high, something that go outside the house. And one day, he was just shaking on the side. You ever seen somebody in a jail cell, and then they be hanging on the bar like this, and they just be looking at you, when you be walking, they be doing that at you. Just like that. That's how you know, I'm like, no biggie. He's hungry. He's hungry. So I climbed up on the ladder. I got him down, and as I was proceeding to come down, I dropped him on the ladder. It wasn't no plastic one. It was metal. And then I looked down at him, and he wasn't moving at all. So I was like, dang, no twitching, no moving, no nothing. He really want me to hold him. I was getting somewhere. I was getting somewhere with him. And I picked him back up. It was like that. It was just like locked over to the side. And then I gave him to my grandma again. And she was like, oh, he'll be alright. He'll be okay. Just put him back in the cage. He's not hungry. I thought he was hungry the first time. That's why I took him out. But since she said he wasn't hungry, I put him back in the cage. And I came back the next day to look for the hamster. And Kenya was dead. Kenya had died because I broke her spine. Well, his spine, I'm sorry. They had girl names because we were two girls and we didn't know that they were boys. So yeah, Kenya was, she died. When everybody asks me, I tell her she died from a car accident because it wasn't my fault. She got on that highway and she rolled over in her car down into an embankment. For those who don't know what an embankment is, it's that grassy part of the interstate. And Kenya broke her spine and she never recovered from it. Broke spine hamster. And then I finished her off after, when I dropped her on the ladder. Poor thing. So this story time, I don't know if it was really interesting or whatever, because I'm not a really interesting person, I don't think. It just depends on the topic. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them below about what y'all think I should do.